Thank you very much, Charles, for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to present Greenware on Clean Tuesday. It's always good to be a pioneer in the field. My name is Nicholas Schmidt. I'm the Managing Director of Greenware Technology, and I'm going to give you an introduction to my company to tell you everything about what we do. We specialize in end-to-end two-way communication platforms for environmental monitoring. Next slide, please. So this is the agenda. I'm going to go quickly through this. What I'd like to do tonight with you is to go through a little quiz. Next, please. And one more. So we're going to start with planet Earth today. How many people live on planet Earth today? 6.8 billion. Okay, we were almost there. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now let's look at mobile phones. How many mobile phones are in use in the world today?
5 billion.
5
billion.
5 billion. Anyone lower, higher? Okay. 4.1 billion mobile phone in use today. Actually, for the record, Hong Kong holds the world record for number of mobile phones per habitant. How many of you have two phones? Thank you. Okay, next slide. So now, let's do a little bit of math. I know we've all had a drink, but let's do a little bit of math. One more click. What is the world population connected wirelessly? So you take the number of people, you take the number of mobile phones, you do a little percentage, one more click, and you've got magic. 60% of the world population is now connected by a mobile phone. Okay, next one. So what about the rest? What about, one more click, machines? One more click. What about infrastructures? What about remote units? What about assets and stuff in general? Do you think they need to communicate? Do you think that we need to know what is happening in our environment, knowing it in real time so we can make better decisions, have better information in our operations? The answer is yes. So let's have a look at machines. You spoiled my... How many machines do we have in the world? We have about 50 billion machines. Control, you see, control is very important. So, I know. So, how many have wireless? Don't press. How many have wireless communication capabilities? Okay, just a poll.
200 million.
Okay, you can press the button. 1.4%. So when I did that talk one day, I had a very funny question asking me, well, is my coffee machine a machine? The answer is yes. That's why there's 50 billion of them. So 1.4% do not only have wireless communication capabilities, but a lot of them will need to have it for us to understand in real time how they work and be able to interact with them. So nextly, the next communication revolution is not with us, but it is with our environment, the machines, the equipment, the assets that surround us. Next slide, please. And that's what Greenware allows you to do. We allow you to communicate with your asset. We allow you to collect the data wirelessly, collect it in a secure web interface, transform it into information, and transform and communicate this information through your operations. So Greenware, if I have to give you in very layman terms what Greenware does, well, we give mobile phones to machines, we know how a machine talks, and we enable their owner to communicate with them and make better decisions. So Greenware is also a cross-technology company. If you imagine that you have to talk the language of the machine, you have to know GPRS satellite, 3G, GSM, WCDMA communication. Get this into a device that is going to go on the backend server and make that data available to you. Sometimes that data needs to be transformed, so it needs to be interfaced to database systems like SAP or Oracle into different languages. So Greenware, we make communication possible with machines, and we integrate this through your operations. Next slide, please. So just to let you know who we are, Greenware is the joint venture between the two Hong Kong companies, Sustain Asia, an advisory group in the clean tech industry, and Fargo Telecom, that is specialized in the communication hardware, GSM modem, satellite communication. Next slide, please. So the area where we focus, Greenware, and if you think of monitoring of data, you can do many things. You can monitor many things. You can get access to data, but the important is to understand where that data has value and who needs access to the data. So these are the vertical markets where we operate: energy efficiency, utility with meter and grid management, waste management, renewable energies, and generally operations. Next slide. So I'm going to go quickly through a set of slides to show you some of the installations, some of the projects that we've done. The common theme between all those projects is that generally people had a need for information, and they needed this information for their operations. So in the case of Veolia Environmental Services, their factory in the West Kowloon Refuse Transfer Station is an older type transfer station for garbage, and they wanted to know at a management level how the plant was running. They didn't want to have the whole factory on their computer. They just wanted to have certain parameters analyzed so that they would know exactly how it runs. So we delivered a system to them, put a GPRS modem. The web interface was developed for them with secure login password, so that the management at the station could have 24 hours secure access to their operation. Next slide. The other part of the business where we focus is with ESCO company, Environment and Energy Service Company, ESCO. And what ESCO company do, they install equipment in their customer premises to save energy. So this is a cement factory in Hainan, where our partner ERG has installed a power rectifier on one of the 10 kilovolt recirculation fan in the factory. And for them, they need to have the data on a monthly basis for them to do the billing. The price of the data is very clear. If they don't have the data, they don't have money going in. So they need to have independent, secure access to the data of how this operates to know how much saving is done, and then they can bill their customer. Next slide, please. Okay. We also offer tracking. Here, a project for dragage for trucks, to make sure that trucks can go in and out of building site and not dump it where they're not supposed to, because that's definitely not environmentally friendly. So we're looking at a tracking system based on GPS, GPRS communications to help them track their trucks. Next slide, please. The next one is the 3G surveillance camera, and this is the view that you have not from my desk but from the office where we are in Shanghai. The system composes of a 3G modem and 540 TV IP camera, so that the resolution enables you to have subsequent processing. The 3G modem allows you to put the camera absolutely wherever you want. You just put it where you want to have monitoring, plug it in, and you are starting streaming data that is accessible worldwide, anywhere, and in a secure way. Next slide, please. The next offering from Greenware is on energy saving. We have developed a product to save energy and monitor energy efficiency for standalone air conditioning systems, split type and window type air conditioning system. This is a project that was developed initially for China Telecom, where they wanted to have energy saving in their switch room that are unmanned, but that needs to have temperature control. Next slide, please. That is the end of my presentation. I just wanted to thank you for your attention. And to conclude on Greenware, we focus on data access using GPRS, mobile communication, as well as energy saving, waste and water management. Thank you very much.